Get down, Yusho yelled as he ran over to Lady Tamio. Me, Tanjiro, and Nezuko got down as well. Then what seemed to be a tamari ball started hitting the walls. I saw a girl playing with the tamari, and, well, she was looking right at us. She threw the tarmius at us. One was about to hit Yoshiro. Total concentration, angel breathing, second form. Guardian angel. It was quickly deflected. I was standing by Yoshiro and Tamio to protect them. Tanjiro and Nezuko to take the lady sleeping in the room outside and get her to safety. But Lady Tamio told them to take her to the basement they had. There's a demon slayer who wears Hanafu earrings, and then a girl with colored hair and colored eyes. That would be you two, right? The girl with the tamari said. Me and Tanjiro thought the same thing. They're targeting us. Miss Tamio and Yin, go find a place to hide. I'll take care of them, Tanjiro said. We'll be fine without your protection. We are demons after all, Lady Tamio said. I quickly stepped next to him. I also don't need your protection to protect me. I'm a demon slayer, too after all, so I insist I'll fight alongside you as a team. We'll have a better chance at winning that way. I turned to him and smiled. He then blushed, nodded his head, and said, Right, all right, it's all over for you, the Tarmy girl. I keep saying that wrong. Tarmy. Oh my god. Girl yelled as she threw her Tarmy. As the ball was about to hit us, he pointed his sword and stabbed it through. Even though he stopped the impact of the Tatarmi, the girl was still able to control it. It hit him in the head, and it quickly got out of his sword. We looked back to see Yoshiro's head regrowing. It was disturbing, to say the least. Lady Tamio, I tried to tell you. I said not to get involved with demon slayers, and I was right. My consummation spell is still a work in progress. You should have known that just as well as I do, I may be able to conceal buildings, people, or their scent, but it's not like I can hide the fact that they exist. The greater our numbers, the more traces we leave, the greater the odds of that Kibutsuji will find us. I hate anyone that gets in the way of the time I spend alone with you. I despise them. I loathe them with passion. It's unforgivable, Yushiro said as he was regoing his head. I'm sorry, you're right. They wouldn't have found you if it weren't for us. I deeply and sincerely apologize, I said as I took a stance. Who's having fun? I know I am. You're about to be killed by one of the 12 Kizuki. Doesn't that make you feel special? She spat. I knew that she wasn't true. I knew what she was saying wasn't true. Any number of the 12 Kizuki has a number engraved on both their eyes. And then the girl grew 4 more arms. Now she had 6 arms. Now she had 6 Tarmy balls on her hands. Me and Tanjiro were deflecting the balls as much as we could. I was also making sure Tanjiro and Tamio and Yushu were safe as well. Slicing the balls in half wouldn't work. They would just continue to hit us. Hey, you idiots! The arrows will tell you which direction they're going, Yoshiro yelled. What arrows? Me and Tanjiro said it in sync. Yoshiro was going to lead us his sense of sight. A piece of paper landed on our heads. We were able to see the arrows move around. And which directions the arrows went, the Tamaris would too. Now that we can see the arrows, dodging them became a lot easier. Me, Tanjiro, and Nezuko went to take care of the demons. Me and Nezuko went to take care of the one in the tree. We eventually found him, and we went for an attack. He had eyes on his hands, which kind of grossed me out. Nezuko did a swift kick, and I was getting prepared to cut his head off when he pointed his hand towards me. I saw an arrow pointing upwards in my eyes. Then I stopped moving and was suddenly lifted in the air. Then I started falling from the air, but I landed on my feet. There was no pain. I was able to fight. Still, that was amazing. I went to catch Nezuko because she was thrown near Tanjiro. Yin, Nezuko, he said as I landed near him. Yoshiro then should God damn it, suggested me and Tanjiro take care of the arrow guy first, while they and Nezuko would take care of the Tarmy girl. We agreed on that plan. As Tanjiro went to attack the arrow guy, sneered in disgust. What a filthy little wretch you are. Don't come anywhere near me, he said as he used his blood demon art to make Tanjiro go back, and then make him hit a tree. Then I went to attack. He stopped for a second, then dodged when I tried to attack. My, you're a beauty, not a speck of dust. You're perfectly shining. I can see why Master wants to take you to him, he said. I wore a face of shock. They're not here to kill me? But Muzan ordered them to take me back to him. What does he want with me? I continued to attack. Then he used his blood demon art to swing me around, the same with Tanjiro. But I was getting really sick, and Tanjiro was hitting walls, the ground, and some trees. I was spinning around in the air. I started falling again, but from the greater height, Tanjiro then grabbed my hand, and then put me on his shoulder. He used a move that slowed in the fall. I was truly amazed. Thank you, Tanjiro, I said, getting off his back. We saw Yoshiro turn invisible and fought the Tarmy girl. He then revealed himself and pointed at her. Lady Tamio is in pain because of you. I could not forgive that. Tamio, I'm going to butcher this name, but Skaramuturu, I think. Can you believe our luck? We found Tamio, the fugitive. She'll make quite this... I forgot what this word is. Souvenir. The arrow demon to his partner. What the I'm gonna butcher names. Yabaha. You think that 5 heads will be enough to take home? Sarumaru asked the arrow-eyed demon, whose name I perceive was Yabaha. Too many. We need only 2. And remember, Master wanted the girl alive as well, he told her, looking at us mostly at me. Oh, right, she responded with. I had to think of a way to slice his neck. The second the arrow touched us, we were thrown around like rag dolls. Total concentration, angel breathing, 6th form, peaceful dance. Once I got close enough, I sliced both of his arms off. I noticed he was about to use his eyes, so I made the decision to slice his arms off. Then Tanjiro came in and sliced his head off. 1 down, 1 more to go. As Tanjiro sliced the demon's head off, he fell to the ground. I'm gonna be so glad when these guys die. I'm gonna not ever say their names again. Yahaba was screaming and yelling at him. He did a final attack and Tanjiro was thrown around all directions. I watched how Tanjiro used almost every form he had to soften every fall or object him could have been smashed in 2. I didn't know how to help. As I was thinking, I noticed that it all stopped and he was falling. I ran quickly and caught him. Tanjiro, are you okay? I'm sorry, I couldn't help. All I did was stand there. I'm so sorry, I cried. Everybody got hurt because I wasn't any help. I felt a slight hand on my cheek, wiping any tears away. Don't cry. There's nothing you could have done. You did help say that demon, and you caught me, he said, very out of breath, but a slight smile on his face. I stopped crying and picked up his sword. Then I ran in front of the house. I saw Lady Tomio and Yushiro. Lady Tomio, Yushiro, I yelled as I saw Nezuko kicking the ball back at Samura. Yin, what happened to Tanjiro? She asked, concerned. Tanjiro overworked his body. He did so many breathing forms at once. Something is body something his body wasn't ready for. So he's physically exhausted, I explained as she nodded her head. I couldn't help myself and hugged both of them. I cried. I'm so glad you all are okay. We heard a loud crash, and we saw Nezuko won against Sumaru, but Sumaru just more summoned more Tarmy balls, prepared to go all out, but Lady Tamayo stepped in front of Nezuko. She wanted to ask a question, but I couldn't understand why. Do you have any idea who Kibutsuji really is? She asked, which scared Samura for a second, but then turned into anger. What are you saying? He's a coward. Surely you've realized that. He's in a constant state of fear. How dare you? Shut up! Do you want to know why no demons can group together, or why they cannibalize each other? Because he doesn't want us to group up. He fears is that we could attack him if we could. He manipulates demons to make them behave. Demons like you. Don't you dare say that. Don't say that. Shut up. He has no reason to be so petty. You can't comprehend the power he wields. No one is stronger than him, not Lord Kibutsuji. I saw that Lady Tamiya was using her blood demon art. Of course, it must made it so she can't lie or can't keep secrets. You forgot you couldn't say his name, didn't you? She lifted up her arm. That means you're triggered the curse. I feel sorry for you, but farewell now, Lady Tamiya said with sadness in her eyes. Samura ran towards the moon, screaming for forgiveness. Then arms came out of different parts of her body and started squeezing her to death. I started gaping because of how cruel and gruesome it was. It was absolutely sickening. Yusho put clothes over her mouth and told us the human body can't handle the scent of her smell. Soon Lady Tamiyo took Nezuko inside, and Yusho followed. I was about to follow, but I heard Sumuro say something. I looked over to her. That's what's left of her. Yin, was it? Tanjiro still on my back. Marie? I heard the voice slightly say. Marie? I asked. Tamari? I looked at the tamari. I walked over and picked it up and put it in her hand. Here's your tamari. I'm very sorry. This must be painful. I wish you could have a peaceful death. I said as few tears spilled from my face. Seeing someone, even a demon, in such agony was heartbreaking to me. I can feel the presence of a little girl who wants to play. As sunlight rose, whatever was left of her disappeared. Kibutsuji, you are truly a demon. You will kill even the ones that are undyingly loyal to you. I don't know why you want me or wish Tanjiro's death, but I stand in no way, no matter what. I walked in the house to the basement, where everyone else was. I gave Tanjiro some pain medicine as it always carries in my bag. He was back on his feet as we walked through the basement. Nezuko ran up to us and gave us a hug. Then she let go of us, then ran to Lady Tamiyo and gave her a hug, which made Yushiro a bit angry. He calmed down after Tamiyo said it was fine. Nezuko started patting his head. Tanjiro said that Nezuko thinks of her as family, which I thought was cute. Lady Tamiyo started to cry and thanked Nezuko. Lady Tamiyo told that they needed a new place to hide and asked if they could bring Nezuko along with them. Yoshiro was crying against that idea. Tanjiro thanked them for the offer but declined. He then told them that they stay together and nothing will break them apart. We started heading out the basement as soon as Tanjiro got Nezuko in the box. Man, what a night! I said, throwing my arms up. Then I pulled out some food and a dango stick. Yeah, no kidding. Though I'm glad you were there. I feel a lot better with you being here. He said eating some food as well. I smiled. Then my crow came down, flying, and landed on my arm. Yin, head west of here. West, west, ka. My crow yelled. Well, I guess I'll see you again. See you later, Tanjiro. If we meet up again, let's go out and eat some time. I yelled, walking away to my next assignment. Yeah, let's meet again, Yin. Hello everyone, this is a technically Taisho area secret by me. If you have noticed on the screen, sometimes it will flash a certain character, their name, what they are, thoughts, status, and percent. The percent, if it goes up, the more it is, the more possessive they are. And, well, if you guys haven't noticed that, someone is a little too high for their own good. So thank you for listening to this Taisho Era Secrets, and I want to thank everyone who listened to this. Bye, my lovelies, and I hope you enjoyed.